Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I cannot believe it is already winter time. Second of all, I want to share with you today what I am going to be making this winter. Like all the things that will be on my needles, works in progress that I will be taking from fall into winter to finish up hopefully. And yeah, just basically wanted to share with you what I'll be doing the next 3 months. First of all, I have 2 works in progress that I would like to share with you that I'm taking into the new month to finish. And then I have some yarn over here, you can already see a little bit, that I want to share what I'm going to be making with it. So I do have my laptop here just for pattern reference purposes. Won't be using it too much, but just know that it is here. So if I'm looking down a little bit, you know what's going on. So let's get into this video. First of all, I have my Sophie scarf. It's this one. It's getting pretty long. Don't know how much I've talked about this yet, but the Sophie scarf is made for a DK weight yarn. I'm knitting it on fingering weight, so I'm just kind of rolling with it. I did the increases, now I'm just knitting straight for a little bit, just to get some extra length. And yeah, it's pretty nice. I do not think I'm halfway yet. Let me just quickly show you how far we are. Currently this far. I don't know, I don't think I'm quite halfway yet, but I do like where it's just going. I want to be able to just like knot it up in front. Just wrap it from here, like around, then at the front, just tie it up. Not like this, but you get the idea. And this is some really lovely yarn that I got at the Breidagen last year. It is still in my little whip bag. This is the yarn. It is by Undercover Other, a Dutch indie dyer, and it's just really beautiful. It is on the Nevermore base, and I don't know exactly what's in it. It is a sock yarn, so there's like wool and nylon in it, but there's like 4 different kinds of wool. I've unfortunately thrown out the armband, so that's really unfortunate, but it's really nice. It's not super soft, but it's not super rustic either. It does have like kind of the itch factor, but it doesn't bother me too much. And it is just a lovely purple, pink, orange. I love it so much. This is the Reckless Attack color, and I absolutely made the right choice. My winter coat is dark brown, so this matches quite perfectly, and I cannot wait to wear this. It's currently also a little bit too cold to wear such a light scarf, but just wanted to finish it before spring so that I can wear it when it's getting a little bit warmer, but you still like want something around your neck. It will be great for that. So this is just basically my mindless project at the moment. And then I have a Monday sweater over here. Just quickly grab that. This is going back on the needles. I was working on this a lot, and then I went into give knitting, and now I'm going back into selfish knitting. I really hate like selfish knitting as a term, but knitting for myself again. And this sweater is something that I'm going to be continuing during the winter, and that I hope to finish real soon. So this is the Monday sweater by Petite Knit. I'm knitting it on a size small. Here I did the increases, I split for sleeves, then I did a tiny bit of body, and then I just cut the yarn. And this is really heavily marled. So the main strand is red and the mohair is white, like a tiny bit of a pinkish white, but it is white. I'm using this yarn cone by Hollands Creatief. This is sock yarn, so 75% wool and 25% nylon. It's a lovely dark red color. And then I'm holding it together with this Knitting for Olive mohair in the colorway Cloud or Sky. And this is 70% mohair, 30% silk, and this together is like my party trick whenever I show this. So this is a very dark red, this is a very pinkish white, and together it makes this. So you can see that the mohair really mutes the cone. Yeah, it's just really lovely. So I'm knitting this on 4mm needles, and I think it's going to go by pretty quick. I only have like straight stockinette things knit. Yeah, this is going to be a lovely sweater, and I cannot wait to wear this. Really wanted to finish this during autumn, but I mean, I finished 3 sweaters during fall, so I can't complain too much. I finished this one as well, which is amazing. This is my Moe sweater, by the way, from Petite Knit. I knit a size small. You will hear more about this in my upcoming podcast, but I finished this just in time for Christmas, and now I'm just wearing it and showing it everywhere. I think I've worn this the past 3 days because I'm just so happy with how it turned out. But that's what I knit in fall. You will see more about the sweater in my next knitting podcast. This is about new sweaters, new projects, or works in progress, which is this one. This kind of took the back seat during fall, also because I was gift knitting a lot, like with this yarn as well. So didn't have the time, didn't have the yarn on hand, but it looks really pretty. I really like the mold effect, and I just cannot wait to wear this. I feel like it will be a very nice casual sweater that I could just throw on inside the house and wear outside the house. I can just wear this all the time, and it is so lovely, so great, so amazing. Don't think I've even shared where this cone is from, but I don't think I have to for my main audience, because this yarn cone is from Holland Creatief, as it's much more yarn as you'll see in a bit. Holland Creatief really is one of the main Dutch dyers I buy from. I was at her stand at the Bedrijdagen this year, just helping out. And this cone is also, I bought it from her. And this is one of the sweaters that I'm making with her yarn. And I'm just really happy with how this is turning out. And I cannot wait to knit on it even more. Moving on to the new projects I will be making this winter. I have, let me just look over, 3 sweaters, 1 cardigan, and 1 hat. That's a lot. I'm not planning on finishing it all. I'm just planning on hopefully finishing 2 sweaters, the hat, and just making progress on the cardigan and the other sweater. You'll see in a bit. But I'm not like speed knitting my way through winter. I know I'm not going to be able to finish it all. That's okay. It's not like a to-do. It's more of a like broader inspiration thing for me. Let's start with the sweaters. I did do a video a little bit ago with like my 9 sweater quantities that are in my yarn stash. So this will be like 3 sweaters from that video. So if you've seen that, this will be a bit repetitive, but bear with me please. First of all, I have this Drops Puna yarn. And this I've had in stash for a while actually, with plans to make a sweater number 14 v-neck with this. Now I do have a sweater, a store-bought sweater that resembles the sweater number 14 v-neck. I got it secondhand, but it's like kind of at the end of its days. It's kind of falling apart, but it's one of my favorite sweaters. So I'm really happy to be knitting my own. But I've had this yarn in stash for over a year and I haven't knit with it yet. So this season is the season. This is going to be sweater number 14 V-neck by my favorite things knitwear is that sweater number 14 V-neck is constructed with you do the back first, then you do the front, like both sides individually, then you join around the V-neck, probably do a little bit more on the front, and then like go in around for the rest of the body, and then you knit the sleeves, then you do the V-neck details. Really excited to knit that. I haven't knit a V-neck sweater ever, so really excited to see where this is going. This is Drops Puna Natural Mix in the color number 5. And this is 100% alpaca and it's super, super soft. So I'm really curious to see how this knits up. Then I have this yarn. This has been a pretty recent acquisition for me. Got it at Breidagen in October. This is from the We Yarn Company, another hand dyer in the Netherlands from Nijmegen. This yarn is on the Yaldiak sock base, and the color, which is 70% superwash merino, 20% yak, and 10% nylon. So this is sock yarn. It is 400 meters for 100 grams fingering weight. And the colorway is called Dr. Bitchcraft, which is just really funny. It's this lovely rich purple color. And I got 3 skeins of this to make a sweater. And I think the color will suit me pretty well. And this is going to become the... See, that's where we need the little laptop. Let me quickly look up what this pattern is called. Yeah, this is gonna be the Brooklyn Raglan Light pattern by Tori Yu. And this is knit up in 3.5 millimeter needles. It is a beautiful combination between like both just stockinette on the body, and then the sleeves are pretty interesting with what seems to be like a knit pearl texture. It's just a really nice sweater. The hem on the bottom is beautiful, like goes up a bit, like dipped. I don't know, it's just a very, very pretty pattern. This is a sweater that I don't think I'll be finishing this season, but I really want to finish it in spring, so figured why not get a head start on it, and I can wear it during like the last bit of spring before it gets too warm to wear sweaters. But this is just so beautiful, so lovely, and I cannot wait to knit with this yarn. It's just, it feels very luxurious, but just in the way the yarn feels and the way the yarn looks, like the color is just so, so, so rich, and I cannot wait to knit with it. So this is the Brooklyn Light pattern, Brooklyn Raglan Light pattern. Then we have the final sweater, which is knit up in yarn by Holland Creatief. This is their Raven Highland Wool, 100 grams equaling 200 meters. For a knitting needle 4 to 5 millimeters, made in Peru. And this is 100% wool, and it's just the color is a bit darker in person than on camera. It's just a lovely red color. And this is going to be the Veneer sweater by Rikke Eliassen. Dickie Eliassen? I don't know, something like, I know it's Scandinavian. This is a free pattern by Vilkelana, I believe. As you use this Vilkelana yarn, also so like sponsor for Vilkelana yarn, but I'm using different kind of yarn. This is a very interesting raglan pattern. So it's knit top down raglan in a round, very great, but instead of the raglan lines being over here, they are just here in the middle going out. So it creates this really interesting look to it, and I cannot wait to knit this. This pattern I would really love to start and finish this season. I'm just really excited to get this going. There's not much more to it than just a basic raglan stockinette pattern, but the raglan starts here instead of here. So it makes it super interesting. It's gonna be a pretty mindless knit, I feel, because the rest is just stockinette. I don't know, I just cannot wait to knit with this, and this color is gonna be so gorgeous. Like this color combined with this pattern. I don't know, it's just gonna be great and I'm gonna love it. Very much not gonna be ready in time for Christmas because that's in a couple days. But next Christmas I'll have a different red sweater. I already have one red sweater and this sweater for Christmas, so I'm sad. This is just gonna be a very great pattern and I cannot believe how gorgeous this product is gonna look. And then I have my cardigan pattern or my cardigan plans. It's gonna be with this yarn. I don't have a pattern for this yet. This also is from Holland Creatief Peruvian Highland Wool, so it's the same one as this. Somehow this feels like floppier than this one. I know this must be how they are wound because it's exactly the same yarn. But this is the same yarn, so I don't have to explain. It's also from Holland Creatief in a lovely dark green color. So I want this to become a cardigan. I just don't know which pattern. Want it to be like a raglan, or I don't really care if it's raglan or not. Want it to be pretty oversized, or just like have a bunch of positive ease. Would love for it to have pockets, and a thick button band would be great. I'm not really too fussed about it being a V-neck or like a crew neck, I think. I don't know. But I'm just on the lookout for a pattern for this. I would love to knit up a cardigan in this color. That would be great. So I'm just on the lookout. Maybe someone will release a pattern that's just matches all these criteria and be great. You never know. So I'm on the lookout for that. Then I am also going to be making a hat pattern. Also, don't know which pattern I'm going to be using yet. But I'm going to be using this yarn. This is from the Mindful Creators, their Bouncy DK. When in the colorway When the Leaves Fall. This is 100% superwash merino. 100 grams equaling 225 meters. And this is just super lovely. I'm still looking for the perfect pattern. Leaning towards doing like half of a muscle burrow hat. Just because I want to do top down in around stockinette preferred. And I think I can achieve what I want with doing half the muscle burrow hat. But I'm not sure yet. So this is just something I'm on the lookout for a pattern for. I would love to knit this up pretty quickly because I'm going to be joining Fem from the Mindful Creators. She's become kind of an online knitter friend of mine, and she invited me to the Handwerkbeurs where she will have a stand on Thursday and Friday. I'll be there. And I would love to either have this in progress or preferably finished, just so we can display it at the booth. But I don't know. Still have to find the pattern, still have to wind up the yarn, of course. And yeah, we'll see what happens. But this is going to become a hat, and I'm super excited about it. But yeah, those are all my knitting plans. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I'm looking towards the amount of the yarn that's just on the other side of the camera. Because I pulled out all the yarn. I do this every season. I just pull out all the yarn I'm going to be using and store away all the yarn that I haven't used the last month, or like some recent acquisitions that are laying around. And I just did that, and it's a mountain of yarn that I'm going to be going through this season, hopefully. You never know. But it's gonna be a lot, and I'm not expecting to finish everything. But it would be great if I could finish like a couple more sweaters or a cardigan, or this hat kind of is a must knit for me. You never know what's gonna happen, but I know that I'm going to be knitting a lot this winter. So that's everything I have for you today. Please let me know if you have any winter knitting plans. I mean, you obviously do, but let me know what you are most excited about to knit this winter, and hopefully I'll see you guys again real soon. Bye guys!